Is Otis overpriced? As some of you probably know, Otis is a domain provider, which I guess fits nicely into what we were just talking about, 301 redirects. Um, and I will say that Otis, along with every other domain provider, including ourselves, is technically overpriced. What we're doing is providing a service, which is doing something that you don't know how to do and spoon feeding you and saying, here, this is a much better selection of domains, so you don't have to go look through the, hundreds of thousands of domains that are on auction or expired or whatever yourself, because you don't really know what to look for, right? Um, so if you know how to hunt for domains yourself, which like we were just talking about is an extremely hard thing to do, if you know how to do it yourself, then it's way cheaper to do it yourself, like a lot cheaper. But if you don't know how to do it yourself, then chances are you're going to end up wasting a lot of money and time trying to do it to yourself, unless you really learn how. But learning how could take honestly a really long time. Nick, Nick, my partner here at Slingslot, Nick got me into SEO, or he's the reason I kind of started learning it, right? And Nick, has a PBN background where he learned how to hunt for domains and build PBNs from those domains. And so I got to learn from Nick. So it was like a big shortcut for me. I learned from Nick, but I also learned I have to give credit to Greg over at OMG Machines as well, because his courses, and he was a big PBN guy too. And but yeah, so basically, it takes a long time to learn this stuff, and most people don't know how to do it right. Most people don't even know how to evaluate a quality backlink, much less an entire domain full of backlinks. So, it's hard to say if someone is overpriced or not. It just depends if they have a domain that is good for your project, it's relevant, and are you willing to pay that price? That this is the only way you can evaluate this type of thing. Maybe the domain costs 5K or 10K, but if it's a good domain with a clean backlink profile and it's highly relevant to what your niche is, then even getting that domain for 5 or 10K or whatever the Otis price is can be worth it. Because you don't just find domain, you don't just go and say, oh, I'm going to get that from somewhere else, right? There's only one of it. And, the other ones that are out there, if you go try to buy them at auction, it's competitive. People are bidding on these things. People that know what they're doing knows which ones are good. And so they're going to outbid you until you're going to be guessing yourself, oh, should I keep bidding more? Or is this too much or whatever? So you just have to kind of like factor that in, right? One way you could go about trying to kind of determine if it's worth the price for you or not is to take the domain, see how many good referring domains it has, and then divide the price by that number. And then you can find out basically what cost per backlink you're getting, because you're going to, I mean, this is why you buy domains, is for that backlink juice, right? So when you do this, you'll know how much per link costs, and what you're going to see is it's going to be a lot less than if you were to go build like link insertions or guest posts, right? This will take a lot longer and a lot more money usually to build them new. Um, so yeah, you can just do that, but it's hard to say if someone's overpriced or not. And of course, obviously, way cheaper if you're just gonna do it by yourself. But hopefully that helps. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the links below for more info on this topic, as well as other cool stuff like SEO case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks, and happy ranking.